Warning. The following content is intended for immature audiences only. The opinions of these two fine gentlemen should not be taken seriously at all.
The JTS 51 Podcast. Introducing your hosts, JT and Sai.
Hello and welcome to the JTS 51 podcast. Introducing myself, my name is JT, and as always, I've got my co-host Sai. Sai, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. We're already laughing before we started. We were having a chat before this show.
Yeah, I know. You know what? Me and Sai were talking, and honestly, sometimes our chats go so well, we forget to hit record, and then we're thinking, bloody hell, we better save this for the podcast.
Anyway, we'll park the explicit stuff, but yeah, I should say, like I was telling you earlier, I've got to be really careful today because I've had so much chocolate cake because my daughter's been making cakes all day.
Amazing.
So yesterday, it's close to her birthday, and we were supposed to get somebody to make a cake for her, and for whatever the reason, the lady couldn't make the cake, so my daughter took it upon herself. She's like, right, I'm gonna buy the stuff, do the recipe. It should have been us really, but we crack on. So I rolled in yesterday after work and there's like 4 sponges built up on the side. Like, how much chocolate cake do you want? She goes, oh no, that's okay. And then I came in today and the whole thing's covered in like whatever it is, the chocolate icing sugar stuff. I don't know what it's made of, and then she's done layers of that, and it's got Oreos stuck all over the thing. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, right? And then she goes, but she's made it like 2-tier, but out of 4 sponges. Right. But one of the second tier is like a half-size cut down. So I've just been sitting there eating all the cut-offs. So I'm properly hyped right now.
Do you know what? That reminds me, right? My aunt is a baker, right? And I always think to myself, how has she got so much energy? But it's just clocked in my head now, mate. Like, she probably just eats off cuts. She's always wired. She's always baking throughout the night, in the day. She's doing deliveries. She's like Superwoman. I was like, bloody hell, what fuels you? But now I just realised, just cake. She's just eating her own products.
Yep. Just cake. Yeah, just cake. I'm going to crash and burn in about 45 minutes.
Oh, mate, how's your week been? All good?
Yeah, it's been all right. It's been we're edging into Christmas.
Yes, we are. It's that festive season. I love Christmas, mate, but it's been crazy. December. So the festive month.
I'm pretty sure Christmas started in September. That's when I saw the decorations.
I agree. Do you know what? It's crazy. I think I have a theory on this, right? So I think retailers are basically still recovering from COVID. As weird as that sounds, right? I think they've just pushed Christmas way earlier because, I don't know. They want to get that money, first of all. They want to get people's money. They want people to spend. They don't want people to just spend in December. They would rather spread it out, like September, October, November. I mean, people are putting decorations up. I personally know people that have put decorations up at the beginning of November. So that begs the question, when is it too early to put up Christmas decorations, mate?
well, me personally, I don't mind, but I push it a little bit further into December. But as we said, I've got a couple of kids, so the 1st of December, mine. Right, can we put up the tree yet? Can we put up the tree? Yeah. What about now? Can we put up the tree yet? Yeah. So just guys, calm it.
That's reasonable.
What about now? And all of this is like 15 minutes. But what about now?
Do you know what? I think that's reasonable, right? I think that's normal for everyone. I think the beginning of December, boom, put the decoration up, put the tree up. But I know people, honestly, I know people that actually put the tree up in like the first week of November. And I'm thinking to myself, that's way too early. That's way too early. No, am I being stupid?
Too much. Yeah, no, that's too much.
Oh my god! I'm like, you guys are waiting for something like good for so long that you rather just put the tree up now, like 6 to 7 weeks before Christmas. That's crazy. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Too early for me.
Yeah, I mean, there's a build up. For me, the 3 and a bit weeks is enough. Yeah, but building it up for 2 months or whatever we are, too much.
Yeah, too early, too soon. Just wait till December, bang, do it. And but I get it though. Retailers they got to push the Christmas agenda quite early, I think. So but September is way too early to be thinking about Christmas. You haven't even got past Halloween yet. Do you know what I mean? Bloody hell.
Do you know my favourite part of December is it's supposed to be like a cheery season.
Yeah.
But the weather's cold. It's raining.
Yeah.
It's dark. You go into the shops and everybody's fed up. 'Tis the season. No, it's not. We went to somewhere the other day. I can't remember where we were, but this guy, he was so depressed.
Yeah.
And we were like buying tinsel or something, like sparkles, and he's just having none of it. He's just having none of it.
Do you know what? I feel his pain. I feel his pain. I'll tell you why. So I worked in a retail shop, right? I've done a few jobs at Christmas time. And one thing that gets to you is when you're a normal person, right, just going through life and Christmas time is approaching, Christmas music's amazing, right? You'll hear it on the TV, you'll hear it on the radio, you might even play it on your Spotify, blah, blah, blah. When you're working in retail, mate, you're playing and you're listening to the same songs on loop for your whole shift. And some people work a full day in retail, right? Not just part-time. Some people work like, ridiculous hours, 10 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours. So they're hearing the same songs on repeat, on loop. And that will drive any sane person crazy. There's only so much Mariah Carey you could take in the space of 1 hour. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's funny you should say that, actually, because as I say, we were buying this stuff. Okay, he's standing there.
Yeah.
I can't remember what shop it was now, but he had those little Christmas antler things on. The thing you stick on your head.
Yeah.
He had some tinsel thing, sellotape to his name badge or something, but he was so depressed. And then there's the cheery Christmas music. It's just like, this is brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
It's driven him down the dark road. I don't know, you know what it is as well with me? It's like I worked at I don't mind name dropping them. I worked at Sports Direct, which is not like really known for how well they treat their employees. But even their music was terrible. It was like cover artists, not even the original songs. And the cover artists was so bad. It was terrible. I was just like, and you couldn't even listen to your own music. Obviously, you're customer facing, so you can't have your own at that time like your own MP3 player or like headphones connected to your phone or stuff like that. Like you couldn't do it, so you had to listen to this crap music. And they didn't even have like original music. If they had the original music, it might have made it a bit more bearable. But they had these cheap cover artists that no one's heard of. They've ripped them off SoundCloud. They're not even paying them royalties. They're just looping that like every half an hour. Ah, mate, absolute hell. But yeah.
Imagine. But thinking about what you were saying, imagine that. I just 8 hours of Christmas songs for a month solid. You feel like, oh god, no.
I've been there, man. I've been there. Honestly, yeah. You come home and everyone's all happy, but you're like, I've just had a day off hell. That's why, you know what, I have a lot of sympathy for retail workers during this time as well. So like, I give them a lot of leeway. If they're not like, if I don't like hold it against them, or if they're like like you said, like depressed, because to us as a consumer, we're all happy, like the lights are on, blah blah blah, music's playing, this is lovely, but they just been through it, the rinse and repeat every day, long hours, dealing with like idiot customers with their stupid queries. I'll give them leeway, man. I'll give them leeway.
It must be soul destroying after being in a shop.
Yeah.
For like however long, 8 hours, 10 hours. I don't know how long these shifts are these days. And so when I come home, we've got the same thing. So my kids want to listen to the Christmas music, and I'm like, oh god, not the same people again. And I try to push them onto, like, if you look on the internet, there are so many bands that have done so many Christmas songs, but nobody's heard of them. And I'm like, look, let's just pick an alternative Christmas list. And actually, a lot of them are pretty good.
Yeah.
But my kids want to go with the originals. I'm like, oh god, I had to do with this last
year.
shift.
Of course,
I can manage it, right?
Yeah.
But imagine doing like 8-10 hour shift, Christmas songs all day, and then you come home and like someone in the family's like, should we put on Christmas songs?
Yeah, no, that's it. That's the last thing you want to hear. Yeah, absolutely. No. And then they get called Grumpy, the Grinch. You know what I mean? I'll give them a pass.
Thrash metal or something.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Anything.
You got Mariah Carey, you've got Wham, you've got George Michael, you've got E17. Like, do you know what I mean? All the, I don't know, mate. And then you come home and it's rinse and repeat. Bloody hell, man. No, I do feel bad for retail employees, though, man. Honestly, especially the Christmas period when you got customers that are ridiculous, giving you all sorts of hassle, putting shit back in the wrong places. I've been there, mate. I've lived through it. I know exactly what. And that's another thing actually that's quite interesting. When I go to a shop, right, me and my missus are very polarizing. So I'll be putting things back, and if I've done the shopping, if I pick something up that I've changed my mind on, I will genuinely walk all the way across the store to put it back. And that might sound crazy to people that listen to this, right? But because I've been on the other side of retail, so when all the customers are gone, you've got the staff that has to literally go around making sure the store is up to standard, things should be put back. And I've been there, right? And I really appreciated it when I was working there at Sports Direct, when people would put stuff back, at least in the same kind of area. If it's not in the same place, not a problem, but at least in the same area. So, but my missus would just put it back, and I'll be like, nah, don't do that. Give it to me, I'll go put it back. She goes, why? But why'd you do that? They pay people to sort it out. But I'll be like, yeah, but I know how crap it is at the end of the day when you want to go home, right? You've left the store as a customer, you've gone. The staff is still there. Like, they could be there like an hour, 2 hours after the store's closed, just putting shit back where it's meant to be. So that's why I have a lot of sympathy for retail workers, and that's why I will make the effort and put shit back where it has to be, even if it means delaying me for 5-10 minutes, or I've got to walk all the way across the store. I'll do it. I will do it. I swear to God. But she thinks I'm batshit crazy for doing that, to be honest.
I think you won a lot of votes there, but I tell you what, it does really cheer me up. Not when I find stuff that shouldn't be where it should.
Yeah.
Right. But the extremes, I can't remember what we were doing. No, where we were, sorry, not what we were doing.
Yeah.
I was out with my missus and she was bra shopping, and it was probably, I can't even remember where it was, but it was a place that did food and clothing. And I remember we were going past the bra section. There's like a pack of donuts there. It's just like, so somebody's walked past and gone into this section, whatever. No, I don't want to use donuts.
That's it.
I don't know.
Yeah, what has happened there? Like, do you know what I mean? Someone made a decision that day. I could either buy a bra or I could buy these donuts. You know what I mean? They made a decision that day. Oh my word.
But yeah, that just things like that cheer me right up. Not when people just can't be bothered to put the bread back on the right bread shelf, because you're like, I don't know where it's come from.
Yeah,
and I want that bread. But
it's like a treasure hunt, isn't it? You find something that's not meant to be there, and you'll be like, oh, okay, interesting. I always look for the story behind those in it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you find something, there must be a story behind it. If you find something that's not meant to be in that section, there's a story behind it, and a decision was made.
But it has to be ridiculous. It has to be so contrasted. Like, just finding like a cereal box in the wrong bit of the cereal aisle, you're just like, nah, that's lazy. I like the fact that somebody's gone to the donut aisle, walked halfway around the shop, and then decided, no, I don't want these, and left them in the most inappropriate place. Not even by the tills.
That's right.
They're just like, nah, I don't want them now.
Yeah, two things that literally don't belong together, and they're together. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've become like a detective. Right. Okay. So you're saying something's happened here where this person wanted donuts. They've come to the bra section. Like, what is the story behind this? I need to know, damn it. Like, I'm invested now.
Low level Poirot. Maybe that's how he started.
Yeah, all right, Columbo. I'll start questioning people. Right, so you're saying you didn't leave these donuts here, but the CCTV cameras say you did. Nah. Oh, man.
Speaking of CCTV, sorry, just before we move on.
Yeah.
My son started this new thing where, you know, in car parks, they've got the little, the cameras, and they're under those, the sort of black, blacked out.
It's like a dome that's blacked out.
Yeah, that's it.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
sorry, I couldn't think of it, and then I think it's the sugar rush. It's gone to my head.
I think they're like 360 cameras, I believe. I'm not
sure.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
and you can't really tell where they are. But he's got this new thing where he loves jumping up and sort of looking into them and stuff. So we started this thing now where we walk under the camera and sort of pick him up, and his face is looking into the camera, right? And I have no idea what the outcome's going to be, but just somewhere in a camera room somewhere,
a security guard is laughing. A security guard.
There's going to be a guy looking in this thing, and then suddenly this face just
that's right. You've made some security guards' day, mate. Honestly, that is brilliant. Yeah, but do you know what? They're ridiculously high. How the hell did you get them up there?
No. The ones where we are, like, you go through like electronic doors, and then it's just there, so it's quite low and stuff, so you pick him up, and you know, you can sort of touch the ceiling and stuff. But
that's great. That's brilliant. I love that.
We did get one where we did it, but it was actually a mounted camera, but movable, so you could see where it was pointing and stuff. And we kind of did it then, but weirdly, and I think the cameraman must have definitely seen it, security guard even, because the camera turned and then it did a sort of little nod
Right.
And then just
He's following
I don't know
you.
whether
He's
I was
tracking you.
feeding
He's
it,
tracking you. Yeah,
but
yeah,
I think whoever it was appreciated it. But yeah, no, just go on.
I've been on the other side of that actually. So speaking of security, so I've actually been working in the control room at the airport, right? So there was a lot of times where I had to do some either investigative work where I've actually got to kind of something's happened and I need to kind of build the story and see what happened, or live. So I'm basically talking to someone live and I can see their face reaction when I'm talking to them. So no, I've been on the side. But I'll tell you what I'll do, listeners. I will tell those stories on another podcast, on another episode, on our podcast, on another episode, and I'll tell you it'll be worth it. It'll be some funny stories, including one guy who said he didn't steal something, but he did. So yeah, and I caught him out, and that was a great story. Yeah, I'll say that for another episode. I think that we should have an episode dedicated to those kind of stories. Yeah, but I will say it for another episode.
Do we like checkmate, my friend?
Yes,
you right
yeah,
there.
this is the thing, and yeah, it was a crazy 2 hours. But yeah, let's just say I caught the culprit, and yeah, justice was delivered, even though I probably wasn't allowed to do the stuff I was. But yeah, I'll say that story. I will say that story. So I wanted to talk about something. I wanted to talk about something this week, right? Okay, so something popped up on my social media, and I had to look into it. So Florida, everyone knows, Miami, like beautiful place, tourists, lovely landscape, all that kind of stuff, like, But there's a dirty, I wouldn't say dirty, there is a naughty side to Florida, and which is crazy because I didn't know anything about this. I watch it in movies, I watch it in TV shows, right? Florida's beautiful, blah, blah, blah. But some of the people that live there are batshit crazy, and I swear to God, and I didn't know this, but Florida is a bit of a joke to the American population. Like, they know about Florida. It gets absolutely crazy, it gets wild. And I had no clue about it, right? Until I saw like a news report. And this is a thing. This is an actual meme. So what you do is, and listeners at home, go for it, right? Grab your phone. Obviously after this podcast, don't do it now. But
You've been told.
Yeah. Grab your phone, right? Just type in Florida man into Google. Right, there's two things you could do. Type in Florida man and type in meme, hit enter, and you'll get a whole list of these. And these are legitimate headlines that have been on like all American media. So basically websites, on their news channels, like on Twitter, on all that kind of stuff. Legitimate headlines. And some of them you read them and you think, no, surely someone's not that dumb to do this, or how the hell did this person get into this position in the first place? So yeah, it's called the Florida Man. I've got some of them. I haven't got a lot, but I've got quite a few. I've got about 12 here. So I'm just going to read them out. I just want your reaction. I haven't got any context behind these yet. I'm just reading the headlines out, but I'm telling you, some of these are wild. Okay, here we go. Here's the first one. So Florida man wears fuck the police shirt to court and wins the court case. So straight off the bat, that's fantastic, right? That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable confidence to wear.
That is balls of steel. You've got to have a rock solid case to pull that off.
How the hell did you win? You're literally, okay, first of all, you're in court because you've defied the law, right? You've gone against it. Then you have the balls to go to a court case and actually wear a fuck the police t-shirt and actually win the case. That lawyer is superb. Whoever got him off.
Yeah.
Brilliant lawyer.
Why have we not heard of this guy? That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Because not only the confidence that you're going to win, right?
Yeah.
He's gone and sourced it.
Yes.
Or maybe it was just pure luck. Maybe he was like, oh, maybe I'm going to go down here. I'll wear this thing anyway.
So I don't think it's pure luck.
The fact that he won.
It can't be pure luck. I don't think he went to his wardrobe, picked a random t-shirt out, didn't look at it, put it on, went to court. No, there's no way.
Didn't realise.
Yeah, there's no way. Oh, no,
I would love that story to end with, sometimes they go out the front of the court and then the lawyer has to do a little bit of like, yeah, we're happy to have won this, not that, and the other. And then his client standing next to him with a big like, fuck the police.
Honestly, I thought that was brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. But yeah, as he's walking out, he's playing NWA, fuck the police, really loud. showing off his t-shirt. No, I thought that was brilliant. Okay,
Somebody in that police crew must have had a sense of humour though about that whole situation, because they must have seen it and gone, "This is fantastic.
This is this is great. Yeah, this is great." No,
not
well done.
that
Well
I
done.
would. Yeah, not that I would in any way be cut out to be a police officer, but I would be the one chuckling in the background, jumping on here and telling you, like, do you know what happened today?
Absolutely brilliant, honestly. Fair play to the guy, fair play. Right, moving on to the second one, right? So, Florida man who needs drugs, and in small writing underneath that, it says, "No, seriously, I have drugs," gets arrested for possession of drugs. So basically... So basically, there's a guy on his t-shirt, right? It says, "Who needs drugs?" And then, like, you know, just to say no one needs drugs, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But then underneath, right, that big caption says, "No, but seriously, I have drugs." So he's obviously selling drugs, and he gets arrested for being in possession of drugs with intent to sell. Oh my god! Like, how stupid do you have to be? I get it; it's a funny t-shirt, but don't actually have the drugs on you then, because you're marketing drugs. Like, yeah, I'm a seller. Like, yeah, this will be a funny t-shirt, but surely you think, like, you're going to get searched if you wear that t-shirt. So don't do it. What the hell's wrong with you? Florida man? Bloody hell.
I like the idea that he was trying to pull the double bluff there.
That's what it was. I think that's what he thought. He was too clever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He thought he could get away with it. He could go out into the public, wear this shirt, and police will probably be like, no one's that stupid, right? I'm not even going to waste my time searching this guy.
Yeah.
And he actually had drugs on him, so God.
And those sneaky police officers were just like, "I call your bluff,
That's
sir.
right.
Let's check your pockets."
Too clever for your own good. That's what it was.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it goes.
And do you know what it was? One of those police officers were like, "Do you know what? I was at the courts the other day, and this guy had a "fuck the police" t-shirt on it."
That's right. Yeah, so they've already got their backs up. They already got their backs up. You know what I mean? So, oh no,
Yeah.
no. Oh, that's a good one. All right, next one. This one's brilliant, right? This guy must be super rich, or, like, you know, he's got a great sense of humor. Florida man suspected of using a private plane to draw giant penis on the radar. So, right, let me break that down. So a guy has rented a private plane, and it's not really clear if he's a pilot or if he got a pilot, right, to fly and fly the plane and use the radar to draw a massive dick, right? So he's flown the plane in formation to do the balls, the shaft, and he's finished it off. So, and he got arrested for that. That is unbelievable. That's an extreme prank.
How'd you get arrested? Well, I don't know the case. How'd you get arrested for that? Unless he flew out of flight pattern and I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's got the flight.
Okay.
So the flight path has been, like, drawn on. So it's probably following the plane, but he's just made some crazy maneuvers.
What an incredible
Elaborate
skill to be wasted in that way.
Yes.
Do you know what? The army need to employ this guy, right? Instead of flying over with their, like, stealth jets and stuff, this guy flies over in a commercial plane, sort of blends in and stuff, and he draws a little arrow in the sky for, like, the bomb zone.
Yes, it'd be great.
Bomb this bit here, and he's just drawn a little pointy arrow to where they need to drop the bomb.
Wasted talent. Do you know what I mean? That's completely wasted talent. Oh, that is when they show the picture, it was so funny. It's literally symmetrical. It's a perfect shape. Phallus. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that's unbelievable. Right.
See, that should be considered some sort of modern art.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? There's like people getting bits of trash and sticking them in a hall and just, like, winning Turner prizes.
That's
You're like,
right.
This guy, the effort,
man.
just by itself, honestly.
The Banksy of dicks. Do you know what I mean? That is that's unbelievable. That is. That's good stuff. All right, next one, mate. Right, this one's a story in itself.
I'm enjoying these, I have to say.
This one is a story in itself, right? Florida man steals a car, realizes a baby is in it, drops the baby off safely, and then makes his getaway. So we have
the caring criminal.
That is a feel-good story, isn't it? But apart from the owner of the car and the baby, obviously. So, like, he's a thief with a heart. So this guy has stole a car, right? Gets the car away, looks in the back seat, bloody hell, there's a baby in it. Oh man, what am I gonna do with this baby? I better drop it. Better drop it back off. Drops it back off, makes a clean getaway. Fair play, mate. Fair play.
Do you know what though? One, I really hope the person that owned the car wasn't emotionally damaged in any way with this. But I would love to know the rest of this story. Did he burn off in this car and the owner of the car and the parent of the kid was fully aware, started screaming. The guy went round wherever it was, the car park, came back. They were relieved. He handed the person the baby back and still drove off in the car.
That's the thing. I think you know what? That's crazy, because the image that they show in the picture, right, is him holding the baby in like in the baby seat, right, and he's swearing at the CCTV camera. So like, this could be a movie. It's epic, man. I think. Oh man, like so many unanswered questions. I think what happened was, like, he got in the car, obviously stole it, and then he realizes the baby in there, comes back, and I don't think he drops it off to the person. He probably drops it off, like, the baby off to like let's say he drops off I think it's near the store or in the car park itself. Just drops the baby off safely and then pulls off and drives off again. That is unbelievable, man. Florida's. What's going on in Florida? What's in the waters there, mate?
As I say, I hope there was no real harm done by this, because we're laughing at the silliness of it.
From what I know, honestly,
you know,
from what I know, the baby was safe. The baby was safe. The car was gone, and that is just unbelievable. Right, moving on to the next one. This is a bit of a stupid one. Florida man, police officer claims Burger King put dirt in his food. Investigation reveals it was seasoning. Straight away. That is unbelievable, man. What is going on? This is a police officer as well, by the way. Oh, bloody hell.
Well, I don't even know where to begin with that one.
I don't know where to begin either, yeah. Obviously, police officer, he's hungry, he's gone into Burger King, bought his burger, bites into it, says, no, what is this disgusting taste? This is dirt. Goes back into the place, complains to the manager. They investigate. No, it's just normal seasoning, mate. Like, what do you want us to do?
But what could it could only be salt and pepper. I don't know what other seasoning they really put in it, do they?
I don't know, mate. It must have been like a special burger. I don't know. It might have been like a barbecue.
I'm chewing this stuff. It's kind of peppery. I don't know. Maybe it's dirt.
It's dirt. Like, straight away, his assumption is dirt.
Yeah, must be dirt.
Bloody hell.
I mean, I know takeaway food isn't the best, but and the standards are fairly low. But that's the new bar. That's the new bar.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, it's like
it reminds me of that
the McDirt burger. Oh my god.
It reminds me of that Blackadder thing from years ago.
Yeah.
And I think I can't remember the character's name, but he was making a cup of coffee and they'd run out of all the ingredients, so he was using like dandruff as the milk and dirt as the coffee granules. And I can't remember exactly, but it reminds me of that.
That's disgusting, man. Bloody hell. Oh, that's too funny. The next one had me laughing. Right. So we all know America, gun laws, crazy, right? Like, you can carry a gun in some certain states, not all states. You can carry a gun as long as you've got a license. Sometimes you can carry it on you, like in Texas, you can have it visibly showing.
Yep.
No limit to what kind of gun you want. If you want a machine gun, you can have a machine gun. If you want a little pistol, you can have a little pistol. Okay, so Florida. So in Florida, thousands of gun owners in Florida are planning to shoot down Hurricane Irma.
Oh, this is my favourite one so far.
So, there's a hurricane coming. Florida's known for hurricanes, right? It's about to hit. These people, thousands, said, I'm not having that in my country, in my state. I'm not having this hurricane destroy anything. They all get together, they're ready to shoot it, mate. Oh, that is unbelievable.
That is fantastic.
The logic used.
I can't get over that one.
Outstanding.
I can't get over that one. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It leaves you speechless, right? You don't even know where to begin. This is like unbelievable stuff. Oh,
some of us have said, look, there's a hurricane coming. How do we deal with that? How we deal with every problem? Guns.
Yeah,
I suppose.
It. I'm not letting a hurricane mess up my house. I'm going to show you who's boss. The normal logic would be, okay, cool. Let's get our garden furniture out of the way. Let's board up our windows so hopefully no structural damage. Let me park my car in the garage. Do you know what I mean? So, no, I'm going to get my Uzi. I'm going to stand outside. I'm going to wait for this bitch to get hit me within shooting range, and we're going to show who's boss. Oh my bloody word! That's great. That's great.
Do you know, my next thought on this is like, maybe they were standing there shooting at this thing. It's like, guys, this ain't working. So some guy rocks up with a bazooka. No, guys, it ain't working. The next one's got a tank. There's no stopping this thing. What's it made out of?
Like, God damn it!
Run for your lives!
You know what? When I first read that, right, I thought this isn't going to work. But then I thought to myself, like you got like tornadoes and hurricanes. They go in circular motions. Imagine like they start shooting at this hurricane, but the bullets go in the hurricane spits it back out towards them. Like,
even better. You occasionally see like animals caught up in these things.
Yeah,
they're shooting into
around.
this cow just goes.
It's like a deer, a cow, just getting chucked up. Do you know what I mean? Oh fucking hell! Like that is unreal. But that's Florida. All right. I got a few more, mate. So here's the next one. Florida man gets tired of waiting at hospital, steals ambulance and drives home. What the fuck?
It shows initiative.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I'm here, I'm pissed off, I'm not getting seen, I'm going to go home. He walks outside, sees ambulance, steals it, drives home. Like,
Do you know, I see his point of view, right? The insurance policies in the US, I've heard, are extortion, right?
Can we just speak about this? Bloody hell. America's something else, mate. Like, we're lucky we're living there, and I think Canadians also have it, right? We've got the NHS, they've got their health service, blah blah blah, but Americans are unreal when it comes to this kind of stuff. You need to be like in a job for them to pay your health insurance. Even then it's not even covered fully.
Yeah,
like some people don't go, like if they break an arm, leg, they won't even bother going to the hospital because like it would cost them like thousands of dollars just to get it sorted.
I've heard this. It's so alien to us.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard stories of I was watching this thing and some guy got run over, knocked out, right? Yeah. Run over, knocked out, just bleeding out on the floor. Yeah. Somebody had phoned an ambulance, got him to the hospital. He sort of came round and stuff, and he was annoyed at the person that had phoned because now he has to pay however many thousands for the ambulance. I was just like, oh my days.
Yes.
So I get this guy's thinking in this is like, right, so I paid for this ambulance. I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, what was his get out plan? Because obviously, if he was going to drive it home, he's going to park it outside his apartment, his house. He wasn't going to get away with it.
No.
Oh, unbelievable, mate! Unbelievable.
That one is unusual because, like I say, you don't really hear that over here or any of these stories for that.
No, you're not going to hear any of that stuff here, mate. Honestly. Oh, the next one's good.
They've all been great so far.
Yeah,
I'm hoping it's the same two people.
Oh, can you imagine? Oh,
there's just like
bloody Dave again.
A stag do that's just gone out of control. Yeah. And this is just every hour
What's
on the
Dave
news.
Got up to this week? Shit.
Yeah.
Right, so the next one is Florida man breaks into jail to hang out with his friends. Straight away, like what's happening here? Like. He's so lonely on the outside he had to break into jail to hang out with his mates. How does that even work?
I guess there is a flaw there because all the prisons are set up to keep people in.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think anyone's ever thought of. They probably thought of, right, we need to stop people from breaking out, like security, blah blah blah. I don't think anyone's ever thought of like stopping people breaking in. Do you know what I mean? Surely you could just get yourself arrested and get into jail. There's no need to break in.
I also
just go up somewhere. Oh, mate, that is unreal.
I also want to know how that went down. Did this person break in and he was just sitting there chilling? They did the head count and they were like, "Hang on, yeah. we had 9 this morning. Where's the other one come from?
Where's 10? Yeah, where's this guy come from? Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, there's easier ways to get into jail, mate. You don't have to break in."
And also, was there any actual breaking in, i.e., were there any bars brent or anything like that? So he turned up to talk to his mates, and all of his mates start leaving. It's like, guys, where are you going?
Yeah.
I've broken in for you guys tonight. Yeah, but no, we want to go out.
No, yeah, exactly.
How did you get in?
But we've got to go back to ourselves. Or was it like a coordinated attack? Right, mate, okay, you need to get me a jumpsuit from somewhere. Okay, I'll get you a jumpsuit, and I'll come see you guys, but then... I'll try and get in somehow. Like, I don't know. Like what is like? If he once he got caught, he probably would have been thrown in jail anyway. So honestly, that's what I'm saying. You could have just gone out and I don't know, sent a really shit tweet. racist way to get you like locked up.
Well, that's it, isn't it? It doesn't take much these days. It really doesn't.
Oh,
Get on
swear at a
Facebook.
police officer.
Yeah.
Get naked in the supermarket like we were speaking about like, a few weeks back.
Do you know what? I reckon you get naked in a supermarket, nothing happens. I reckon you get on Facebook and say a bloke isn't a woman. That's it. You're in.
Oh, you're finished.
In.
Absolutely finished. Oh, mate, absolutely finished. Oh, so that was a good one. Yeah,
That is brilliant.
right.
It's a question though. Can you be sent to prison for breaking into prison?
I'm assuming so because you're still breaking into somewhere, but then you're ultimately rewarding the person for doing what they wanted to do. do you get what I mean? Like that's the outcome you wanted. So what do you do? I don't know. The police will be like, "We're not gonna give you what you want. We're gonna send you back out there, mate." Oh, that's a good one. I don't know. Mate. That's brilliant.
You have to go and stand at the gate. Please let me in.
I want to come in.
Right, stand in the corner, face the wall.
Yeah, 10 minutes, right? Okay. Oh, my
Naughty
God.
step, you over there.
That's right, mate. Bloody hell. Right, this one. Right, I'm really sorry. Yeah, I should have looked into this one. It's real, but I can't answer any questions, Si, or to the listeners. Sorry, I'm really sorry.
I don't think we've answered any questions. We've
No,
just
absolutely.
opened up more
That's how
questions.
ridiculous. That's right. It's given us more
We have
questions.
done no everything. We've done no research.
I've verified these are real stories, but I don't know too much detail. Right, so this one astounds me. I don't know. There's only one way I could think this went. Right, okay. Florida man stabs tourist despite having no arms. Right, so obviously that's not funny, but it is funny. Do you know what I mean? How the hell could you stab someone despite having no arms? The only two ways I can think of is a guy had a knife in his mouth, right, and went running, or somehow has like mastered the art with his feet to stab people. I don't understand. It's not funny, but it's funny. Just
So
think of it
you're
in your
saying,
head.
hang on. So you're saying he did some sort of diving header attack on somebody with a knife.
That's right.
Or
Yeah.
some sort of pigeon attack with the knife in his mouth. You know,
Like, whoo, whoo. Yeah, you know what I mean? Just like, just trying to stab someone. But the thing is, if he's holding the knife in his hand, he wouldn't be able to threaten someone, he wouldn't be able to communicate with them because he's got this fucking massive piece of metal in his mouth. Only other thing I can think of is like, he's somehow mastered it with one foot to hop and with the other foot to grip the knife. I don't know. I don't know, man. This is what was really like confusing me. I don't understand it. I don't know. I need this. I'm really sorry. I should have got the details. God damn it! But in my mind, it's more funnier if you had to imagine what he did. Oh,
Another one of
bloody hell.
these. We hope the person that was attacked, there was nothing
Absolutely,
serious that happened.
absolutely.
But I'm almost.
That's not the funny bit.
But yeah, but my mind's now going to, instead of the arms, he just sellotaped two samurai swords to each side, and he was just sort of spinning around in the.
How did he sellotape it to those arm sides? Unless he had an accomplice. Oh, that's shocking. That is shocking. I've got two arms and I find it hard to get the sellotape loose.
That's a good point. That is a really good point.
Oh, shit.
Have you found the end of the sellotape yet? No.
Yeah. No.
Listen,
yet.
I've got a cunning plan. No.
Oh, that's fucking hell. That's shocking, mate. That's
Do you
shocking.
think he did it in defiance? It's just like, look, there's a lot of things I can't do.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know, mate. It's like this guy was. He was getting the piss taken out of him, like wrongly, obviously, by someone. He got no arms, but and he's just finally decided to have his revenge. I don't know. Oh, there's so many unanswered questions.
It would be brilliant if he was the guy that nicked the car in one of the first ones you said.
Yeah.
Florida man nicks a car, it's got no arms.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm pretty sure that's happening
It's
next
a
week,
talent.
mate. That's going to
It's
be
a
a headline
talent.
next week. Absolutely. That's going to be a headline next week. All right, moving on to the next one.
Hang on, I will say one thing here, just
Yeah.
because I don't want this to be us taking the mick out of people with no arms. I was completely inspired the other day. Actually, I meant to show you this one. It was a bit early for this one, but on my YouTube feed, this guy popped up, and he like hasn't got arms, right?
Yep.
But he was playing the drums, which was bloody incredible, absolutely incredible. Like I couldn't even get that type sort of coordination. I'll show you it later. It was phenomenal, right?
Do you know what? Fair play.
And he was taking these crazy basketball shots, and I was just like, it's unbelievable. I'll send it to you later. And I was thinking, we are in a strange world where, and I have to be careful a little bit how I say this, where people are being put on the front covers of magazines for what I think are quite negative stuff, like these unbelievably obese people being put on the front of like sports magazines or whatever it is, Vanity and stuff like that. And you've got people with true talent, true difficulties in life, right, that have overcome it, but they've gone beyond even what you considered able-bodied people to be able to do. These people should be on the front of these covers, right?
Yeah, that's true, man. You know what it is? It's not even you can't even say it's talent. I just said it a second ago, but it's like something that they've had to develop over time and mastered it. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you get natural born talent, you're good at something, but these people were they've got a disadvantage, but they made it work through hard work and determination. You know what I mean? Fair play, hats off to these kind of people, man. But you're right, they should be getting more. I think with social media nowadays, it's better. Before social media, it was very hard. Like you wouldn't hear that kind of stuff or see that kind of stuff. But yeah, fair play to you guys, man. Next one's a very funny one. Florida man arrested in local park for practicing karate on swans. Straight away, like, what the fuck, man?
That is fantastic. Do you know what, though? He's getting his revenge. Because when I was a kid, and now tell me if you heard this, right?
Okay.
When I was a kid,
right,
all the teachers and stuff used to be like, right, don't go near the swans because they'll break your arm. Right?
Like, they're super powerful, right?
So me and my friends were always like, so what are they, sort of karate swans? So you walk up and they're just like, yeah, no.
You try and creep behind one, and it suddenly
it breaks your arm.
Swings its bloody beak, and it's dislocated your arm.
So maybe this guy took it literally, and he's just like, I've heard about these swans breaking arms. I'm gonna get my revenge.
Not on my watch. Not anymore. In my head, right, straight away, I try to imagine these things. I'm imagining a guy, right, he's in a proper karate suit and he's just gone out, like, and he's looking for a swan, and that's it. He's just going crazy. Can you imagine when he got arrested, what he was wearing, what he was doing to these swans? Like,
explaining that to the police officer.
Yeah.
What are you doing, sir? Beating up the swan, obviously.
Help me. You get his legs, I'll get his wings.
Wouldn't it be great though if he got arrested, but the swans were actually kicking his ass?
Oh my god! And that's why he got arrested. He was battered and bruised on the floor.
One swan sitting on his legs, and the other one just like pounding.
Yeah. He's like, "Come at me, bro!"
Pound on his face.
Oh my god!
But the thing was karate, you got to work your way up, right? So you start off and you're like breaking these little crappy flimsy board things, and then you learn some moves. Do you reckon he started on like pigeons?
Oof.
And then he moved his way up to
swans. That's right.
And he was like, right, today's the big one.
Swan was like the final like bad boss, right, around top of the list, yeah.
Street Fighter boss level, the Swan.
That's right, the Swan. Yeah, my god. Oh, that's just honestly these last two, they're just flipping out. Like, these have been fantastic. Right, next one is okay. So this is just bad luck. Okay, Florida man gives police fake name to try and avoid arrest. Unfortunately, fake name has a DUI. So basically, DUI, for anyone that doesn't know, right? Anyone that doesn't know, DUI is drunk. I think it's driving under influence, right? So basically, he's thought of a fake name to try and get out of this arrest. Police are like, okay, stay in your car. We'll be back in a second. They've ran the name onto the bloody the database, and unfortunately he's picked a fake name that already has a driving under the influence arrest warrant for him, so he got arrested anyway. That is just bad luck, mate. That is just pure bad luck. Oh, bloody hell.
That is phenomenal. Do you think he'd come up with that name just on the fly though, or
yes,
maybe it was one of his friends? So he's just like, I don't know, Bob.
Yeah.
Bob. Cars by.
Okay, sir. Okay, Mr. Carsby. We'll be right back. And he just checked the fucking register. So he's come up with a hit. Well, Bob, you shouldn't be driving, should you? He's like, what?
Yeah, hang on, what?
You've already got a restaurant under your name. Do you want to step out of the car, sir? Oh, bloody hell, mate! That is just
the officer's confusion when because they must have explained what he was getting arrested for, and then he has a decision: is the thing that he's getting arrested for under the wrong name worse than the thing he's actually going to get arrested for under the right name?
Ironically, Simon, I think he was getting arrested for being drunk. So like,
it didn't matter.
The same, it's the same damn crime. But what name do you flipping try him under? Do you know what I mean? It's just that is just so bad. That is bad luck. That is just really bad luck. Unbelievable. But yeah, don't lie. I think that's the moral of the story. Tell him your name. Don't lie. Oh man. Okay. Now this one really made me laugh, Si, and this is the last one. Because the reason why it makes me laugh is immediately in my head I started thinking of like, right, I can imagine what happened and how he did this, right? So, Florida man arrested for calling 911 after his pet kitten was denied entry into the strip club.
What?
Right. So this man went to a strip club. He got in. His pet kitten couldn't get in. So, like, he got pissed off. He rang 911 and he got arrested instead. He goes, I'd like to report a crime. And they're like, yes, okay, what's wrong? My pet kitten was denied entry into the strip club. I want a police officer here right now. Police officer comes out. I'm arresting you, sir. You're wasting police time. That is just... that is a real story. Josiah, that is an absolutely real story. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I can't believe the bouncers didn't let the kitten in, to be honest.
What's that kitten done?
I mean, I don't like kittens
underage?
myself, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
So it's an
Too
underage
many.
kitten.
Oh no, I had a bad joke then. I'm not going to say it.
Oh,
I think you know where I was going.
100%. As soon as you
There's
said
too
that, I
many
knew
in this
exactly.
place already.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
there we
saying.
go. Yeah, we're just sorry, mate. Not tonight. Just too many. Just too many. Bloody yeah. But yeah, and that concludes this week's Florida Man segment. Oh, do you know what it is?
Incredible.
it's
Absolutely incredible.
Unbelievable. You know what it is? I did realise, like, I see it in games, I see it in movies and TV shows all the time where they're talking about Florida, and it's meant to be seen as like a retirement place, like people that go that retire there, like in the whole of America, like a decent like percentage literally save up enough retirement money and then they'll go retire in Florida. Nice weather, chilled out lifestyle. But shit, man, reading some of these headlines, that's far from the truth. Oh my God. Oh, bloody hell, mate.
I mean, I can see it. I'm not saying any of these people are old and they don't seem like they are. But when you're at the end of your life, I always think this. You know, when you're at the end of your life, you get that. I don't really care attitude about you. Maybe they just moved there and had just like fuck the police t-shirts, shooting machine guns into the weather.
Yeah, into
just
hurricanes.
like, you know what?
Yeah,
I've got 3 years. Let's just have a party.
Oh, brilliant, man. Honestly, it's just like Florida. I've been to Miami as well. I've been to Miami. Did we go to Florida though? Oh, I don't know. I don't think we did actually. I think we stayed in like South Beach and stuff like that. But yeah, it just sounds like an unreal place. And aside, this is just like I only picked a handful here. Like honestly, there's some ones that are just unbelievable. Like crazy things. Like one was man got arrested for throwing a baby alligator through a Wendy's drive-thru. Like, what the hell? So many questions. First of all, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know where to begin, mate.
Who put dirt in his burger first? That's the first question.
It's the same damn guy, yeah.
And then, do you know what? A lot of these things, you know, when you see people kicking off in the streets about something, it's usually spontaneous. This guy's got annoyed at something.
This is a calculated attack, right?
Screw you lot.
Yeah.
He didn't find the funny thing is, right, he looked around, couldn't find a brick, saw an alligator instead.
That's right. Picked him up.
Do you know what? Have the alligator.
Yeah. I don't know exactly. What, you're not giving me my extra fries? Okay, take this. Picks up a baby alligator from his car and chucks it into the... Oh my God. That's the thing as well, man, Florida. Like, apparently there's so many like alligators there and gators just fucking walking the streets sometimes. They come out from their... from where their habitats are, and they'll just wander the streets or go into people's gardens. I did see one guy, right, old fella, must be like 70, 75 years old, maybe even 80. this is absolutely normal to him. There's a massive alligator coming towards him in his garden. He just got a bloody, like a black bin that we have.
Yeah.
He just got that. Went up to the alligator and said no, right? Like he's going to listen. He chucked him in the bin. Like he literally just put him in the bin. I was like, bloody hell, fair play, man. Jesus, that is unbelievable. The balls to go to an alligator, get a wheelie bin, open the lid, and to get the alligator to comply to get it to the bin. And once he was in, he just flipped it back and shut the lid. And that was it. He was done. I was like, bloody hell. I saw that online a few years ago and I was just like, fair play, old man. Like, you killed it. You absolutely smashed it. Well done.
That is
but that's a normal thing to them. That's unbelievable, right?
Do you know the
Oh,
amount of times that he must have done that to just be so casual about it?
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
first
exactly.
time he must have been terrified. You know, like
Yeah.
the first time you see a massive spider and you're like,
Oh,
you know,
my God.
usually when you're a kid and you're like, I don't know how to
Yeah.
deal with this, and like your mum's running around with a giant cup trying to pin this thing down, and as you
Mate, I
grow
saw
up,
one
you're just
today.
like, just
I saw a spider today earlier on my ceiling. I was like, it's like, bloody hell. It's the size of my like nail, just tiny, mate. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Then I started thinking of tactical plans, right? Okay, do I want to kill it? Do I want to trap it? Leave it outside? And then, I spent about 20 minutes like deciding that. But this guy, on instinct, flipping 8-foot alligator running towards him in his garden. He's like, nah, I'm going to get this in the fucking bin. Right, here we go. Right, you get in here.
not again.
Bloody hell. Yeah, do you know what I mean? That's unreal, man. Unreal. Bloody hell. That's unreal. Like, well done to the old fella for doing that, man. I wouldn't have the balls to do that shit.
I don't know if where this was from, but you said about you seeing things years ago about animals and stuff like that. What was the one where the guy had like mites or something in his grass, and he literally blew up his whole garden to get these?
He
I
had.
can't think what they were called.
I don't know if it was mice. I think it was one of those.
No, it wasn't mice. It was.
It's one of those. It's one of those creatures, right? That.
Yes.
What was it, man? Well, this is great podcasting. What was it called?
I told you, we research nothing. I'm high on cake. You're high on, energy drinks.
Yeah.
Between the two of us, we can't string a sentence together.
No, 100%. It's all the qualities you want in podcasting.
You know when we start. You know when we started this thing, and you were like, "Yeah, everyone, we have these great, hilarious conversations." We didn't realise it was just me and you staring at each other, going, "Do you remember that thing?"
Yeah, I do. It was great. It was great. How funny was that? Ha ha ha. All right, it was a mole. It were moles. There were moles. Sorry, there were moles. Yeah. This guy had a mole problem. They'd keep going into his lawn, so he decided to. What was it dynamite? He decided to blow up his lawn, destroyed his garden. I don't know where these moles were, but that is extreme. It's like the answer to American like problem is just for them is just to blow shit up. Ooh, edgy joke that. Oh my God, yeah, just bloody hell. I do remember watching that though. Like, it was like the logic. Weird as surely one of his mates was like Steve. I don't think that's a good idea, mate. No, I'm doing it. I'm doing this.
I got this.
He's probably like, come on, Steve, you can do this. Like egging him on. The logic, there's no logic. It's crazy.
Actually, that is the conversation. So if he was there with his mates, they would have been going like, "Yeah, you need another stick. You need some more."
Is that enough? I don't think that's enough, mate. Yeah.
Your garden's only 3x3, but
yeah, and you've got 12 sticks
that's
of
not
dynamite
enough.
there. I think maybe let's bump it up to 16 just in case. And we'll stand only 2 feet away. Well, that should be more than enough.
It'll be fine in flip flops.
Because it's hot out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Safety gear, but you have to be comfy. And
Yeah.
but the thing is, right, even looking at that, right, the grief that I get if I leave a sock on the floor, right?
Oh.
You imagine your missus coming home, you're like, "Yep, I've got something to tell you." What's up? Well,
What's
I've
wrong?
blown up the back garden.
You what? Yeah, just don't look outside. Oh God, it's a mess. It's like you've gone 7 feet underground and the lawn's gone. Oh my God.
Half of it stuck up the wall of the house.
That's right, yeah. That's right, yeah. Oh, bloody hell, can you imagine? Crazy people. I'll tell you what, talking about logic, yeah, and this is going to sound maybe a bit mean, I don't know. So everyone's going back to work slowly, you know this, so like everyone's going back to the office,
Yep.
And I'm currently like 2 days in the office. Now, ever since COVID, I I assume that everyone kind of got a bit more wary of people being sick in general, right? Like, you know, germs, you know, like we spoke about this actually in one of our, I think it was the first episode, right? We're talking about germs. So I thought people would be a little bit more kind of, you know, thinking about it a little bit more. Like, you know, if you felt ill, you know, you want to keep yourself to yourself. You don't want to spread germs and that kind of stuff. I went to the bloody office, right? And yesterday I was thinking to myself, like, yeah, if you're ill, stay at home. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's fine. Like, people are a bit more there's like that kind of, I don't know, that kind of thinking of back in the day where even if you had the sniffles, if you had a cold, flu, you still go to work. You know, you drink a Lemsip and you tough it out. You know, even if you look like shit, you feel like shit, you're not going to take a day off. Like, you're not that kind of person, and your company doesn't expect you to take a day off. They want you to come in, you know what I mean? But now it's like, yeah, okay, if you feel well, I will stay at home, not a problem. So imagine my surprise. I go to work yesterday, and obviously it's that time of year where people are going to get ill. Doesn't matter. Weather's changing, germs are being spread about, like, people are going to get ill. If you are getting ill and you can work from home, work from home. Fucking hell, I was in my office yesterday. It was like I was playing a game of bloody cough tennis. Right, let me explain what I mean by this here. So I'm sitting in the office. To my right of me, a bloke or a lady coughs. Then, a few seconds later, to my left, another bloke or a lady coughs. And they're fucking playing cough tennis. Like, one person is hitting a serve, and the other person's hitting a return. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it was terrible sight. And I was thinking to myself, bloody hell, like, why are you coming to the office? If you're not feeling well, you can work from home. Tell your manager, just stay home. Don't spread germs. Then I start getting paranoid, right? I'm not normally a germaphobe. But, like, but because of what's happened with the world, like, the last couple of years, I've become more kind of, like, aware of it, right? So I'm thinking, right, in my mind, I'm sitting there, and in my mind, this is what I'm thinking. That person's coughed, right? They coughed right into their hand. They've not cleaned their hand. They're going to get up at some point. They're going to touch the door handle. They're going to touch the kettle. They're going to touch the fridge. They're going to touch, you know, they're going to touch all this stuff. Then I'm going to get up. I'm going to touch the same door handle, right? Or I'm going to touch the same tap. I'm going to touch the same anything. It could be anything, mate. And then that's how germs spread. And then a few days later, I'll be ill. And that's not what you want this time of year. Like, December, it's cold enough as it is, right? You don't want to get ill, right? Just from stepping outside or, you know, having a sore throat, that kind of stuff. But this is how it spreads, because when I went to work earlier in the week, I didn't hear anything. It was a packed office. People were fine. The next day, you know, you're hearing people cough, and I'm thinking, oh God, like, that one person's going to be like a super spreader. Yeah. The lad that was sitting next to me yesterday, right? I don't know what he was thinking. So he wasn't feeling great 2 days ago. Then yesterday, he was even worse, but he decided to sit next to me, and this guy's just coughing in the air, and he's trying to keep, like, bless him, he was trying to keep himself to himself. But I was just like, mate, why have you come in to become a super spreader? Like, I don't want your cold, man. Like, fucking hell, stay at home, bruv. Stay home, rest, do your work from home, you can work from home. Tell your manager, like, you can't come in. Fuck's sake, why are you coming in and spreading your germs? I was like, oh my God, man. No.
In the middle of the coughing,
yeah,
you should have thrown in, like, that fake, like, sniffing noise. So you had the... yeah. See if you could throw him off. Because the guy with the cough sitting next to you wouldn't have thought anything. He'd just be like, oh, look at this bloke, he's all right. And he's sitting there just coughing all over the place. If you're like...
Mate, honestly...
he would have gone, oh, maybe I'll move over.
It was genuinely like a bloody a game of tennis, mate. I was about to say second serve. Do you know what I mean? Want someone coughed. New balls, please. Bloody hell, bring out strawberries and cream. It's like Wimbledon. Oh, no, it was... you know what, it's one of those things. I remember, like, back in the day, right, before COVID, like, people would come into work, coughs, colds, flus, like, you know, just trying to show the company, yeah, look, I'm ill, but I'm still here, like, you know, and then they would act even more ill, and then the company, like, they would leave it up to the manager to say, you know what, you're not feeling well, why don't you go home? Like, yeah, fair play, like, you know, I know you came in and you showed the effort. You don't have to be like that nowadays, man. Look, if you're ill, just say you're ill, just don't come in. Just work from home. Most people are working from home. Obviously, if you've got a job where you can't work from home, I get it, not a problem. And maybe some people don't pay sick pay, which is ridiculous in this time of in this like time of day. But yeah, if you are and you can work from home, even if you're feeling a bit under the weather, let your manager know. And they can't put all that expectation of you working a normal day. It's fine. Don't worry about it, man. Don't be a fucking Braveheart and come in. Just probably starts like spreading your germs everywhere. There's no need for it. No need for it, man. God.
especially when you consider like how powerful the internet is these days.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Mate, I mean, people have got gaming setups, music stuff. We're doing this, you know.
Yeah.
You can log on from home. What are you going to do? Open a few spreadsheets and send a few emails around.
Yeah,
yes, there's
you know
more
what I mean?
to it than that. But you know what I mean? Just if you're so desperate, just I'm not coming in by hour working. Instead, what I want to do is just sneeze all over Jay instead.
That's you know what I feel for him, because I think he's newer to the business, right? I think he started like later than I did, so you know I've been here about 2 months, and I think he started about 4 weeks ago. But still, man, you don't have to impress anyone. Like, if you're not feeling well, don't come in. It's not a thing. I could see he was visibly struggling. Like, he was sneezing, he was coughing, and he was trying his best to like cover it up, which I get. Like, some people fucking sneeze and cough into the air like it's nothing, innit? At least this guy was trying to cover it up. But then he was getting up and he was running to the toilet. He's touching the door handle. I was like, oh my god. Remember I was telling you, like if I feel like it's not clean, I'll be trying alternative ways to open the door. Like me and you both had a thing, right? So I would do like the hook with my one finger, try and open the door from a certain place where I think people won't be touching it. So it could be like the top of the handle of the door, or like the bottom. Or if I can avoid it, like I wouldn't even touch the door handle. If it's like if I have to push it, I'd push it from a part of the door I think no one's looking, or use my foot. But yeah, like that's what I was doing, and it must look so weird to someone else. Like if they didn't know what I was doing, they think I'd be so peculiar and weird. Why am I making this motion with my Captain Hook style, trying to open the door with with my finger? Oh man, it's just one of those things, man. Like you kind of become. After COVID, 100% has become a thing to me where I've become a little bit of a germaphobe. Not like extreme levels, but like a more wary, I would say, of germs and how they spread.
Do you know, it's funny when you were saying that just a minute ago. Do you reckon at some point there'll be some people at work, they'll decide to make a podcast and they'll be like, yeah, I was working with these two idiots at work the other day. One of them does this weird hooky finger thing.
Yeah, who's the weirdest? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like full circle. They're doing a podcast on us. Who's the weirdest person you work with? Well, I had this one guy, and every time you open the door, he fucking made some weird hook shape with his hand. Oh, what was going on? Oh, mate. Yeah, do you know what I mean? That's really funny. Yeah. Oh, man. Beardy the weirdo. I apologise. I understand. I understand you, mate. I understand.
I told you. He was ahead of the curve.
That's
he was there.
That's it. That's a throwback to our first ever pod. Oh, my word. Yeah, it's weird, mate. I don't know. I just think, like, there's some jobs where, you can't avoid it, like I said earlier. But, yeah, there are some jobs where you can. And stop it. Stop it. Don't ruin Christmas. The worst thing, do you know what? The worst thing is, is I've been ill on Christmas, and it is literally the worst thing, mate. Honestly, like you can imagine, everyone's happy around you. You don't have an appetite. You don't have the energy. You want to join the whole family, but you feel like shit. You can't eat anything, can't smell anything, can't even breathe. Bloody hell through your nose. It's the worst. I've had one Christmas like that, and I swear to God, never again. So I decided from there on, I'm just gonna be extra vigilant. Stay away from germs. Stay away from germs at Christmas time, mate. Honestly.
At that time of year as well. I mean, we could all have this food any point in the year.
Yeah.
Christmas is the time we choose to gorge, and everybody doesn't judge you. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I sat down with the amount I eat at Christmas in the summer, my missus would think I've got a problem.
Yeah.
But that time of year, no.
Worries, there's no judgment. I'll tell you what. Why? There's no judgment on Christmas Day. I think anything goes, right? And this is the thing. So, in my household, like you can start drinking from any time. Like this is. There's no. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Honestly, there was one Christmas where I remember my uncle, right, the same one that I'll speak about, right. He was cooking Christmas dinner, so he got up super early. Like, I'm thinking like 7 o'clock. He got up. He's already like getting all the food ready. He's an amazing chef. I walked down about 10 o'clock in the morning, and obviously the kids of my cousins, they're very young at this point. They're doing their thing. They're waking up super early. They want to open their presents. Oh my god! I walked into my kitchen, into the kitchen to see what my uncle was doing. I walk in and say, oh, Merry Christmas, Uncle, how you doing? And he didn't even look at me. First thing he did, he had his head in the fridge, gave me a beer, like that, like reached out, handed me a beer. And I'm like, a bit early. He's like, no. Oh, and he opens it for me, gives it to me. I was like, all right, why not? So I started drinking at like 10 a.m. No judgment. Honestly, I walked into the living room. My mum's there, my dad's there, my cousins are there, my aunt's there. No judgment. They're like, yep, it's Christmas. That's anything goes on Christmas. Rules go out the window. You can do whatever the hell you like. Start drinking at 10 a.m. Why not? It's Christmas.
Why not? Yeah. And I love it that it's always, it's just Christmas, isn't it? And
It's
it doesn't
Christmas,
matter
that's the
when
reason.
you start
Doesn't
Christmas,
matter.
right?
Nope.
You know, if you're lucky enough to not have to work over Christmas, it's just 2 weeks before or something. I'm going to start drinking at 9 o'clock. Why? Well, it's Christmas, obviously.
It's Christmas. Oh, fair enough. That's legitimate
exactly.
reason. Yeah, you can't come back from that. That's like you can't argue against it. It's Christmas. All right, fair enough. Oh my god, I remember. Like, does this ever happen to you, sir? So I've got vivid memories of this. So even till recently. So Christmas, amazing. Wake up, presents, food, drink.
Yeah,
lovely. We have Christmas lunch, which is very late. It's not meant to be a lunch, more like dinner, but it's meant to be a Christmas lunch. Then that after lunch feeling, right? So this is what happens, right, in my house. It's happened for the last couple of years. So we eat our Christmas lunch. Everyone's had a great time. Everyone's had a lot to drink. It's come to that stage. It's about the light. It's dark outside.
Yep.
Heating's on. Everyone's cozy. And for the last couple of years, I swear to God, this always happens. Right, so everyone's on the sofa. Everyone's got their designated place on the sofa. Everyone's just got their legs up, under a blanket or whatever. Shrek's on the TV, and then everyone just nods off. Everyone's like drunk. Everyone's fully fed, and everyone's just gone to sleep. So I can hear there was one time that everyone's really cozy, right? So and the lights are on, and the lights are off. Sorry, the lights are off.
Yeah.
TV's on. Shrek is Shrek is always on Christmas time. Nice movie to kind of fall asleep to. And then, I always wake up. I look to my left and right. Everyone's completely conked out, mate. Completely nodded off. Everyone's drunk. Everyone's fully fed. It's just really cozy. And then, that's done. And then basically everyone wakes up again eventually, a little bit later. 8, 9 o'clock. Everyone's a bit peckish, so everyone's going back to the food. Obviously, we've cooked way too much.
Yeah.
So there's so many leftovers, so everyone can just grab what they want, make a sandwich out of all the meats, the stuffing, the gravy, all that kind of stuff, and that's it. Yeah, carry on drinking. Round 2, it's just time to go again. Oh bloody hell! What's it like in your house, mate?
Oh no, it's very similar actually. Yeah, we have a late lunch. As you say, you eat way too much, and you just keep going until you stagger into the chair. Pretty much very similar in the house. Put it on the TV, everyone falls asleep.
Yeah.
And then you wake up, and then you're just like, okay, so I've recovered, and just get stuck straight back in.
Part 2, time to go again.
But do you get
man.
it right? So our sort of lunch varies in time. It could be anywhere from 1 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
But
There's
before that,
there's no time. There's no time for us.
Before that, you're picking through the whole morning at stuff. So
yes, there's no breakfast in my house for Christmas.
Right.
It's literally pigs and blankets, sausage rolls, all that kind of stuff is laid out on the table, and you're just picking at that and added in the drinking. So it's like, by 12, 1 o'clock, I'm already smashed. I'm already I'm finished. I'm just picking on little picky foods like cocktail sausages, sausage rolls, pigs and blankets. I'm stuffing my face full of that kind of stuff. Bread, even bread tastes great. You know what I mean? So
that's exactly it.
And then we don't have a meal. What we are saving space for the lunch. The lunch finally comes. It's amazing. Everyone's having a great time, putting on the Christmas hats, pulling crackers, laughing and joking. You got bloody Mariah Carey in the back, doing she's defrosted this time of year, so she's like we're playing her songs. But yeah, it's just it's great. And then and then it's just rinse and repeat.
Even in the same day. So you finish your lunch at whatever time it is, maybe 4 o'clock. You go for a 2-hour nap with Shrek or whatever it is you're watching. At 6 o'clock, you're like, okay, let's go back in. We need a bit of tea now. So you get stuck back in again. And then do you also get the thing 10, 11 o'clock? You're like, do you fancy some crackers and cheese?
Yeah, that comes out. We do the dessert thing. So stuff like Christmas pudding. Christmas pudding comes out. No one eats it in my house, which is a bit of a shame. I don't like it personally. So what we do is we'll get the Christmas pudding anyway. I think my dad likes it. We'll put the brandy, we'll light it up, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's really nice for him. But we get alternatives, so we'll get a chocolate cake, and this is something that I've been doing, right? Something chocolatey, and I'll get this is really unhealthy. I'll get cream, so it will be single or double cream. Well, we'll warm up the cake for 20 seconds in the microwave, maybe less, 15 seconds, so it's hot. Get the cream, put it on top. Oh my god, pure heaven! It's amazing, absolutely incredible. But yes, that's how we've been doing it the last couple of years. Oh, sorry, I've got to ask this as well. So since I've been married, right, I don't know, this is like maybe the modern age, I don't know. So we'll have Christmas at my family's house, normally ours or my aunt's house. We'll go there, amazing, right? We'll have the lunch. Then, to be fair, to split the evening, we then have to go to my missus' side of the family. So we go to their house now, and then we're having it there. So we're having a double, full-on, like, Christmas meal on the same day. So you can imagine by the end of it, mate, I am wrecked. I am finished. I've overeaten because the food is too good. I've had a lot to drink, so that's great. It's just like double bubble, mate. Honestly, that's how it's been. And we don't want to do the thing where we kind of split it over. All right, we'll do Christmas Day at my house and we'll do Boxing Day at your house. We split the whole day into two, so it's like double everything. And it's Christmas, so it's allowed.
It's allowed, and it's perfectly fine.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas. Yeah, exactly. No, we used to do the doubling thing where you would end up with a massive lunch, leave about 1-2 o'clock, and then spend the rest of the afternoon at the other half. Right? We used to do that.
We're still doing that. Actually,
and it was great.
I think it changes. when kids come around, probably. No?
No, it was the reverse for us. We used to do that with kids, so the grandparents could always see the kids on Christmas Day type thing.
100%. 100%. Yeah.
So, but now it's flipped the other way, and I don't know if it's worse or better because we have so we alternate whether we do Christmas Day, Boxing Day at each other's parents, whatever. But so you'd have, for example, Christmas Day at my mum's house. You get fed up, you eat too much. When I mean fed up, I mean full up with food. You're fully fed. I said that the wrong way around.
You're not pissed off, but you're fully fed.
and then you got Boxing Day at the missus' place, and then the day after that, we do something, so that's 3 days, and then you see somebody else and they invite you. So we have literally 7 days of overeating.
Oh, Si, I tell you what, mate. I do love this period, but I got to be honest. So I've looked at my calendar because I'm an adult now. So we can't do these spontaneous link ups anymore with your mates. So we've kind of I've got a few groups of mates, right? A few friend circles I'm in. So now I've had a look at my calendar. All my weekends in the next couple of weeks are fully booked, and it's because we're doing Christmas link ups. So that's when you link up with your lads. You go out to somewhere to eat. You're getting smashed. It doesn't matter. It could be at a pub. Like, you're going to meet up at a pub. You're going to get fully smashed. Food is like secondary at this point. It's nice to have, like to organise a meal, but it's okay if you don't. So that's this weekend. I've also got next weekend. That's fully booked with another group of lads that I know. So that's another Christmas link up. Absolutely smashed. My liver's going to take a lot of damage this month.
So even before you get to Christmas, you're like snowballing just towards the occasion.
Absolutely.
It's out of control every weekend. Too much food, too much alcohol. Brilliant. That's fantastic.
That's right. And it's all allowed because why, Si? It's Christmas.
Actually, it's Christmas.
There we go. So I'm literally getting my body ready for Christmas. Oh, brilliant! And then January hits, and I'm looking at myself like, oh my god, I'm so fat.
How did this happen? How did this happen?
I need to go to the gym.
I can't believe that. Where's this come from? I can't believe it.
Bloody hell. It's almost like eating a lot and drinking every day is not good for you. What's going on here? Like, I'm not gonna magically add on pounds by eating all this amazing food.
It is the disbelief, though. I know we were talking about losing weight a little while back, and it is the disbelief. You're sitting there and you're like, I don't remember eating this much.
How did this happen?
Exactly.
I'm looking down. I can't see my feet. What's going on here?
Those 15 portions of pudding. I'm sure they think.
Yeah, surely that can't be it. Surely.
Yeah. I walked to my car and back since then. Yeah.
Yeah. I've done the steps. This shouldn't have happened. Oh no, it's terrible. Yeah, all that sugary content, cakes, desserts. Surely that's not a factor in me putting on weight. What's going on? But it is the time, man. You know what? Like yearly. There's only December once a year, man. Just enjoy yourselves. Don't worry about it. And then January it all starts again. The whole cycle starts again. Right? We're signing up to the gym. We're going. The gyms are packed. So then we don't go to the gym for the next 3 weeks because people that would have put losing weight and getting in shape as a resolution will probably drop off by then because they realise how flipping hard it is. You know what I mean? So by like the second and third week of January, it gets cleared out again. So then we start going towards the end of January, and it's nice and quiet again. But then that's when we need to put in the hard work. I think it's time, Si. I need to lose so much weight. Honestly, I've been putting it off for so many years. I've been trying it, but
I love that. So here's my plan for. Here's my suggestion for losing weight. First of all, don't bother with the gym in January. Start in February.
Yeah. Okay,
Right.
sounds great so far.
Also, save yourself gym membership money. Just sellotape your fridge shut.
Mm-hmm.
Roll it.
That's a good point. That's a good shout.
Roll a
Yeah, good
sellotape.
shout.
What's that? 99p, £2, something like that.
Yeah. Go all the way around. So it's not,
Yeah,
so
you walk in. Your missus
Do you know
like,
what I
what are you
mean?
doing? I'm just losing weight.
Yeah. You'll thank me later. Yeah, not a problem. Next one is super glue the cupboard shut. You know, everyone has a cupboard where they got all the goods, treats. Yeah, super glue that shut so you can't open
we
it.
buy so much the stuff doesn't fit in the cupboards. That's the thing.
Oh, that's
We've
even
got
worse.
Boxes of
So
chocolates and stuff just on the side.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. And we've got the same problem. So we bought too much, and it's literally there. It's literally there, ready to grab. Like, we can't fit it in the cupboard, so it's in sight all the time. Temptation is always there. You walk in the door, boom, the hobnobs, the chocolate hobnobs are calling out to you. You know what it is, and leftovers from other people as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like people always buying, like Christmassy stuff to give to you and that kind of stuff. Like, you think, oh man, it's like a mountain of goodies and treats, and then we've got that mentality of, oh well, can't let it go to waste, or we have to finish it. We can't just throw it away.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you don't want to give it away either. That's the worst thing about it. So, what do you do, mate? What the hell?
Yeah,
do you
in
do?
our house, well, we tried to curb it a little bit, but in our house, we start buying stuff early. And I always get the comment of, "Oh, we need to. This is pre-Christmas. We need to start eating this stuff because it doesn't fit in the cupboard." Well, hang on, isn't that the point that you buy it for Christmas? It's not to eat it before Christmas and then re-buy it all again.
That's it. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't work, mate. There's no escape. There's no escape.
Never mind, eh? You and me, we'll roll up to this in a few weeks' time.
Yeah, I can't wait. Okay, guys, and thank you so much again for listening to me and Sai on episode 9 of the JTS 51 podcast. We will catch you next week with some more great content.
Yep, and if we're sitting here forgetting more than usual, it's because we're both drunk.
And why, Sai? Because it's Christmas.
It's
The ultimate reason to get drunk. See you later, guys.
Thank you for listening to the JTS 51 podcast. For more epic content, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future episodes.